My husband is angry at me because I had triplets. We have 5 children now. He blames me for this situation and I'm the one supporting the household. This one says, dear sister, try to make money and ignore him. But you know, a man that is drinking and smoking and getting into that kind of reckless lifestyle, right? Obviously, there are days when he will come back drunk, maybe he'll come back throwing up, or he will come back, sick or whatever. And now she will be the one to take care of him. Do you understand? So it's very difficult to ignore that kind of person. I wish that the husband just left her. Hey guys, welcome back to True Tales and Thoughts. So today we are going to be reading some stories from the Instagram page joroolumofin. We're going to be reading stories about people's marital issues. All the relevant links are going to be in the description box below. And without further ado, let's get into the video. What is wrong with me? I am rude to my husband when he's broke. Please advise. The person says, hello Joro, good evening, thank you for sharing. Anytime my husband is broke or doesn't have enough money, I always disrespect him. One time I saved his number as stingy goats. I refuse to cook for him. I pretend like I'm sleeping when he comes home. Or I cheat on him. I don't know why. It's not intentional. Please, I want to stop this behavior. I love my husband. What is making me rude to him? Later, I will apologize to him. What is making me rude? Is money my love language? When someone doesn't want money, I'm rude. He tries to give me what he has. What is happening to me? But I usually smile with my male friends who have money and respect them. Poverty. I just feel like this is a crucial case of poverty mindset. You should not worship money to this extent. If you married him, there's a reason why you married him, unless you just married him for his money. But if he was good enough to be your husband, you should respect him unconditionally. This behavior is really out of place, in my opinion. Okay, so let's just go into the comment section. Okay, so I'll tell you guys the options on the poll for this woman. The first one says, you've identified your problem, work on it. The second one says, in this life, have money. Oh. The other one says, cut off your friends putting you under pressure. The third one says, yes, Joe, your husband deserves it. So which ones do you guys choose? Let me know in the comment section. So the first comment says, you don't love him enough. The only thing that can make you treat your husband badly when he's broke is that he was unfair to you when he had money. Well, I don't know. Another person said, love languages aren't only for others to speak to you. You have to speak your love language too. If your love language is money, you can't just be receiving it. Do you give it back? But the thing is that if I have a love language, right, I don't think I should be speaking my love language to you. I think I should speak your love language to you. For instance, if my love language is gifts and your love language is acts of service, then I should be doing acts of service to you and expect you to give me gifts. Do you understand? So I don't think that is necessarily she necessarily has to speak her love language to the other person. So the person says, if your love language is money, you can't just be receiving it. Do you give it back? If it's acts of service, you can't just fold your arms for people to serve you. You have to serve people. You have to serve people too. And if you think whatever your love language is too much for you to do, then maybe you should just stick to sign language. Oh my God, people are mean. Another person said, you married for money, not love. Just your conscience not let you rest. Another person said, it's not your fault. It's what you grew up seeing. Now follow come. Another thing I can promise is this. You regret this later. That dude has already set a time bomb for you. Another person said, you obviously married him because of money. This one said, you are a product of a toxic home. Now waiting you see your mama do your papa, now you the display so. Better change your ways or face whatever consequence that follow. When I say poverty, I don't mean financial poverty necessarily. It's not limited to financial poverty. There's also moral poverty. I really believe that this woman grew up seeing horrible things. She learned horrible things from probably her parents or the people around her, and that is actually what she's coming to display here for us. Another person said, you respect only money. Yeah, it's true. It has nothing to do with him. And she says she smiles with her male friends who have money. Oh my God. It's really sad. She worships money. Another person said, you don't love your husband, and as such, you are a gold digger and a materialistic woman that's just there for what you can get from him. He's made a mistake being with you. Another person said, you married him for what you could get, not because you loved him. This one said, that's because you don't love him genuinely, right from the onset. Oh my God. Somebody said, nothing is wrong with you. You be winch, fire go locate you. Fire go locate you if you don't give your husband peace. Another person said, you married for money, and when the money isn't there, you're upset. But why is his finances dwindling? Does he go into business to the point where he does not have anything left, or what? Because she says when he does not have money. How is it when he does not have money? Wow. This one says, this is what happens when you marry a man for his money, hoping to fall in love with him along the line. I hope you don't come back here to cry about your husband cheating or leaving you when he finds solace in the arms of another woman. There is no excuse for cheating. But, when somebody undergoes some kind of things, it could be a motive for cheating, Well, I think that you can actually marry someone and without quote unquote loving them, then along the line, the love grows. I feel like that is very, very possible. But in this woman's case, it's different. She has a toxic relationship with money. She needs to sort herself out. This has nothing to do with that man and whether or not she loves him. Even if she goes to the next man, she's still going to exhibit these same behaviors. Do you understand? I feel like this is something that she needs to sort out for herself. It's an issue that she has. And this has nothing to do with that man. Another person said, your husband definitely married wrong. This one said, your husband is the problem himself. He saw that you don't have sense and he still went ahead to marry him. And he still went ahead to marry you. Enjoy, my dear. We take the last one, which says, Madam, what's stopping you from making your own money? You should equally be disrespectful to yourself and hate yourself for being broke. Ay! Jeez! Oh my goodness. Another person said, Ashewo dey your eye, nothing they do you. If it easy, make your own money. Ashewo means ex-worker. Then let's just take this last one. Nothing is wrong with you. You are simply a user, selfish glutton who only cares about what they can get and benefit from a relationship or person. You are horrible. Let's just read this one. You are a witch, my dear. What is wrong with you? Some people's delivery, they'll actually insult you and then call you my dear. The person said, you are a witch, my dear. This does not make any better. You are a witch, my dear. You are a witch, my dear. That is really funny. I don't know why people do that. This one says, my husband is angry at me because I had triplets. We have 5 children now. It's not my fault. Hello, Joro. Good afternoon. Please keep me anonymous. My husband and I had 2 kids already when he lost his job. So we have been struggling, and I'm the one supporting the household. I was pregnant, but I was still seeing my period till about 2 months. I didn't know it was triplets until we went and saw a doctor. Is it possible to still see your period while you're pregnant? My husband started saying we should unalive the kids, the babies, right? I said, how can I unalive 3 kids? What people are looking for? He said he is broke. I said God will provide. Ever since I put to birth, my husband has been treating me really badly. He doesn't help me. He has started drinking and smoking again and always going to watch ball. He has carried our triplets only 4 times since January. My family is helping me, but I miss my husband. He blames me for this situation. He got a supply job and has started making better money, but is angry that all the money is going to baby food, vaccines and clothes. When the babies are crying at night, he won't even move. He will say I should go. Oh my God. Triplets. He has stopped going to church. I am worried about him. He said God is punishing him. Oh. I even found used CD inside his car. I am losing my husband. My aunt helped get him a job interview, but he didn't even go. He went to drink and watch football. Hey. It's really sad. So now she's stuck with 3 children and no help from her husband. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't even know what to say. Let's go to the comments. Somebody said, divorce him. He's not a good husband. This is very tempting because she's very much like a single person. The only difference between she and a single mom is that she has a husband who is even more of a burden to her at this point. Because at this point, what she needs is support. She needs support from her husband. I'm sure her husband is even more of a burden right now, given that her family has been her support system all this while. You understand? So she's even worse off than a single mom. That's why divorce can be a very tempting solution. Oh, but the guy himself needs help. He's clearly going through something. This one says, dear sister, at this point, it is best for you to imagine your husband does not even exist, at least for your own sanity. Oh my God. Having the triplets is not the cause of his attitude. He had all this in him and was waiting for the right time to explode. Just try to focus on yourself and your children. Although this will be hard, but there's no other option except you choose to leave. Your family members that are assisting him with job interviews, inform them on the need to start a business. That is if you have business interest. Try to make money and ignore him. Love and light, sis. It is well. But you know, a man that is drinking and smoking and getting into that kind of reckless lifestyle, right? Obviously, there are days when he will come back drunk, maybe will come back throwing up, or he will come back, sick or whatever, and now she'll be the one to take care of him. Do you understand? So it's very difficult to ignore that kind of person. I wish that the husband just left her. Honestly, when it comes to this situation, right, I actually wish that the husband left her so that she will know that she's alone and she'll just stand on her feet, because she knows then that she has no choice, and number one, and two, she does not have the burden of having to look out for him and be worried for him. Do you understand? I did not know this video would be this sad. You guys, I don't read these stories before. I actually read them on camera so that I enjoy the experience and then I react to the story in real time. This one says, that's depression. The man isn't happy he can't take care of his family, but he's going about it the wrong way. That's true. I feel like every normal man wants to be the provider of his family. He wants to be able to protect his family and provide for his family and take care of his family. And sometimes when they're not able to do that, it really takes a bad toll on them. I can understand, but as this person says, he's clearly going about it the wrong way. He started cheating, drinking, wasting his life. What is that going to solve? Maybe he would have gotten the job that the auntie helped get an interview for him. He's just going down a dark path. Like, I hope he can pull himself out before it's too late. Because drunkenness, very soon you're going to have unprotected adult interactions. And before you know it, you're sick. This one says, it's only in Africa we think having children is God's blessing. And to be very logical. How? But Westerners plan themselves to the teeth of their income and what they can burden within that budget. That's another thing. Family planning is very important. And I feel like in Africa, we just undermine it. Sometimes when you're struggling, you don't want to bring kids into that equation. You want to at least sort yourself out, be a bit stable, then bring kids that you can actually care for. That's a really important takeaway from this story. This one says, started drinking and smoking again? You mean you married someone who drank and smoked? Yeah, that's what it means. This one says, congratulations on your triplets. That man is overwhelmed. Please involve parents and pastors, and I hope he gets help and gets better soon. Love to your babies. Yeah, this is actually the first person congratulating her because the children are here and they're triplets. I feel like no matter what, kids are a blessing, but let's also try to put an effort to be ready for the kids so that when we receive our blessings, we can handle the blessings properly, right? We'll take our last comment, which says, you are a very fertile woman. and loving too. It's hard caring for one baby, not to talk of 3. My advice is for you to go for contraception first and start using condoms with your husband. You want your husband so badly now and you are not thinking about yourself. I know, she's too selfless. You are at risk of infection if he has slipped back into his bad habits of smoking and drinking. Forget the CD. He may be effing raw because he is depressed. Please use contraception so you don't get pregnant again. Don't be ashamed to ask for help from your friends and family. Your body has gone through a lot. Start thinking of a side hustle or a business you can start. If not that you have 5 children to cater for, I would have employed you as my online secretary. Oh, but why is the 5 children a hindrance? Okay, she might not have time. Oh, okay. You only need to be reminding me of my appointments on WhatsApp and I'll pay you weekly, but you can't keep up with my strict deadlines. Oh, leave your husband in God's hands for now. It's a phase. He will come out of it. Encourage him to seek help. He's going through midlife crisis. What if the man is young? I feel like he's just overwhelmed and he feels he will not be able to provide for his family. You can't talk to him now from a disadvantaged perspective. If your income increases, he is more likely to listen to you. You can involve family or people he respects to speak to him, so man up. I'm a feminist, she puts in bracket, not a radical one, but it's not advisable to leave the marriage. You're already in a disadvantaged socioeconomical situation and leaving him will make you desperate to find a man so as to fend for your kids and be put at risk of exploitation by men who will see your desperation. As a doctor, I am also not in favor of women having the number of kids they cannot cater for on their own. But I won't judge you. In your case, you are probably ignorant and lovey-dovey. But get yourself an implant for the next few years and use CD with him. Then ask your friends and family for help with babysitting and get yourself a side hustle to improve your economic situation. It won't be good if you come here again to start crying foul that you are pregnant with a sick child. I wish you the best. Oof. Well, I hope that this woman is able to drag herself out of this situation and follows this doctor's advice. She should get contraception. Honestly, she's too fertile. But it's a good thing. Children are blessings from God. It's good. I hope that she'll find a way to be able to cater for her kids as well. And that her husband, he needs to get help. She needs to get people that he respects to speak to him and try to encourage him to come out of that and get his life back together. For me personally, I don't think there's any need for them to divorce, but both of them have to be willing to put in the work. And when I say both of them, the husband especially is supposed to be willing to put in the work to drag himself out of this. I believe that they can do it and they can have a happy family. Look at how blessed they are. Triplets, wow, that's such a blessing. It's a good thing. And well, that brings us to the end of today's video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give the video a good thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.